What is going on, everybody? It is time for the tier list stream. Let me just pull up the chat so I can watch. And then we will get started as soon as some people get in here. Turn off the volume on my iPad so I don't have to listen. That would be great. Okay. What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing? So, if you don't see in the chat right now, me and Mickey were working on a form that you guys can fill out in order to have your suggestions more likely to appear on the stream. So you can use that link that I put at the top of the chat right there. I'll keep reposting it or have Mickey do it, one or the other. Or one of you guys if you want to just copy and paste the link. Just put it down in the chat periodically so we all can see it. So you guys can use that throughout the stream in order to have your submissions more likely to appear. And more likely to be discussed. So, welcome to the tier list stream for June. We are here. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really have too much to talk about today, myself. I have a very short list of heroes that I need to be moved around or that I want to bring up. I feel like for the most part, everybody is kind of in a good spot. So there's really not a whole lot to move around, just in my opinion. But you guys can tell me otherwise in the chat here. But we're just going to wait and see if we can get some more people. I am getting to that in just a minute, Jay. We are adding a new feature to the tier list starting today. I already added the most obvious ones, but if they are highlighted in red, I'm adding a new thing where anybody that's in red is significantly worse if they do not have the red skill. So this is just to help out newer players a little bit more as they're just starting out in the game. So you see, this came up last month because if you remember last month we moved Dash up to best of the best, and I got a few questions where people were like, oh, I'm trying to use Dash, I'm like orange 2, I can't get Dash to work. He kind of sucks, and I'm just like, yeah, because you need his red skill in order for him to be any good, really. Because if Dash doesn't have his red skill, he is probably decent at best. He moves down significantly in power without his red skill. So I decided to add in a new feature onto the tier list where any hero that is in red is significantly worse without the red skill. And maybe it isn't like completely useless, but they definitely require their red skill in order to reach their full potential. So, throughout the stream, if you guys have other suggestions, these are just the 5 that I thought of this morning off the top of my head. I'm sure there's some more that you guys can think of, but Dash, Darkwing Duck, Nick, Wild, Honey Lemon, and Hades are definitely 5 heroes that are significantly worse if they do not have their red skill unlocked. So if you are a new player, these heroes might not be all that great for you until you reach the red rank. So that's just a new thing that I'm going to be adding on to this tier list. So if you have other heroes that you think deserve to be in red, definitely pop them in the chat or in the suggestions for the form that we just started. So for those that just got here, hey, how's it going? If this is your first stream, welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. My name is Bendy, and I do YouTube. That was a great introduction, wasn't it? So anyways, we don't have too much chatting going on yet, but at the top of the chat, I have a link that I put in the chat for a form. It's like a little survey that you can fill out if you would like, if you have a suggestion that you want to see on the stream for any change at all for the entire tier list. You can pop it in there and it'll be much more likely to be seen by me or by Mickey. I don't know if Mickey's here right now, but The two of us are kind of gonna be in charge of that aspect of things. All right. I just want to check. Let me see, maybe I have to refresh. Okay, no responses. I'm just going to be checking in periodically on that to see if anybody has replied. I'll probably check like every 5-10 minutes or something like that. What's up, Zubin? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. All right. So I just explained, the red is going to be a new feature that I am adding for heroes that are significantly worse if they do not have their red skill unlocked. This is a new feature that I am adding because a lot of discussion went on with the fact that we moved Dash up to best of the best, and there was a lot of newer players that were like, oh, my Dash kind of sucks. What is going on? So for Dash's case, you definitely need his red skill in order for him to reach his full potential. So I decided to highlight some heroes that are definitely way better if they have their red skill unlocked. So that's that. If you guys have other suggestions for heroes that should be in red, definitely pop them in the chat. I will highlight pretty much anybody. These are just like the 5 that I thought of really quick this morning off the top of my head. I'm sure there's some more that should be red. All right, so first order of business, we have 2 new heroes that are going to be added. We have Russell and Kevin, and we have Esmeralda. I have my ideas for where they should go. I think Russell and Kevin should just go straight to the top, personally. What do you guys think? Because Russell has really just taken over the meta with the Shatter ability, and the fact that they are very good in invasion as well. Mainly the yellow invasion, I think, is what it is. Is it yellow invasion? No, red invasion. I mean, I can't really say I know how Clawhauser would be at the lower ranks of play. I mean, if you're facing other heroes that are significantly stronger, any hero is going to be way worse. If say you have your red 8 Clawhauser and you're facing a yellow, a team full of yellow heroes, I mean, clearly your Clawhauser is going to be significantly worse against them. So it all kind of depends, but I think Clawhauser definitely deserves to be up top still. Clawhauser is definitely very, very good. All right, Kevin is insane. I agree. So we're just going to drop Kevin and Russell right up top. Russell, is it 2 L's or 1 L? Oh shit, we got the wrong font. So this is always the struggle of doing these tier lists. I gotta get the correct. That's the font. Russell and Kevin. Which disc is better for them? I haven't really used them yet. Interesting. Okay. For the Clawhauser thing. Very interesting. What is, what's his red skill do? I don't really remember, to be honest. I haven't really thought about Clawhauser because I just assume that Clawhauser is extremely good. Oh yeah, Russell and Kevin are extremely strong. What's the friend disc for them? Oh, HDL. Okay. So that's HU is the better one. I knew it was, I knew which disc, I just forgot who it was. And then we're going to give them an R because they definitely work in red invasion. I'm also going to give them a D, I think. I don't know if you guys disagree with that. And then I also need to, I'm just going to copy and paste. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Back up. All right, I'll just put figure up there. There we go. All right, we're getting full on the support, best of the best. Red is a new feature that I'm adding. If you're just getting here, where if a hero is highlighted in red, it means they are significantly worse without their red skill unlocked. So for newer players, the hero is going to be way, way, way worse for you until you reach the red rank. So we're gonna give an H to Russell and Kevin also. I haven't used Russell and Kevin very much yet, to be honest. So I don't really have a good sense of how they are. I think the H goes first. Yes, it does. Sorry, it's just more of my OCD than anything. I have like all the letters in like a certain order that I like to keep them in. Okay, so we got Russell and Kevin up to the top. Now, the other new hero we have is Esmeralda. What is up, John? How you doing? If you're just getting here, we popped Russell and Kevin straight up to the top because Russell and Kevin are absolutely ridiculous with the Shatter ability and the fact that they're extremely good for invasion and I don't know, whatever else they do. I need to work on them. I mean, I started working on them slowly, but I haven't like gotten too crazy with them yet. All right, so we have Esmeralda now. What are we thinking for Esmeralda? I'm thinking really good. That's my first thought on Esmeralda. We actually got 2 supports this month, which is interesting. I was thinking Esmeralda was control, but. Oh yeah, killer for red invasion. He does actually kind of work for every invasion, but the fact that his Russell's blue skill is level based makes it so that it fails most of the time for any other invasion, but red invasion definitely really good. All right, so we're gonna move on to Esmeralda now. What are we thinking on Esmeralda, guys? Oh, I didn't put music on. I forgot to do that. Hold on, we gotta get some excitement going in this. Okay, that's way too downbeat. Alright, cool. We got music. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Anicio. I was thinking really good for Esmeralda. Anybody else got any opinions on Esmeralda? I have not touched Esmeralda yet at all, so I can't say I have too much of an opinion on her. I'm gonna... Whoa, that's too small. Hold on. Alright. Oops. Ariel, Nova Cons. I'm gonna do this for now. What is it? Esmeralda? I hate the spelling, it's stupid. And what's the disc for her? Interesting, Kev. Okay. Oh, really? Interesting. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just using my team that I use for Invasion this week. I haven't even like tried anything new. I'm definitely being very lazy with Invasion in general lately. Gonzo, or whatever Go is. Is it Goliath or Gonzo? I'll put Go for now. If you guys disagree or think that both are good. And then does Esmeralda get any letters? We have Heist. Oh, so it's Yellow Invasion this week? Oh yeah, Russell and Kevin are insanely powerful. Like, the second they dropped into the game, they were just insane. Alright, so we're gonna give them a yellow. Apparently Esmeralda is good for Yellow Invasion, so she's gonna get that. Let me see if anybody submitted anything. Damn, we got a lot. Holy shit. Oh, this is just one response. So we have our first ever survey response for Darkwing Duck. It sounds like this person wants Darkwing Duck to move up to best of the best. I don't know if I agree with that, but what do you guys think? Do we want a different red font? I can change the red. It can be a different red. I don't know. I'll work on it later. For now, I'll just leave it how it is. I can edit whatever later. Yeah, I agree with Darkwing Duck. I don't think Darkwing Duck deserves to be way up top. To be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, I know Pleakley's really good, but I don't know if he's really good anymore, to be honest. Alright, so we have, it looks like we got two things to discuss here. So it looks like we want Darkwing Duck up, and we also want Sadness up. So I'm gonna start some polls for the two of them. I'll do Darkwing Duck first because that was the survey response that we got. So I'll do that. And let me throw the link in the chat again. I guess I have to open the thing here. Hold on just a sec. Was the survey response. Alright, and here is the link to the form again. If you have a suggestion that you would like to see on the stream, if you fill out that little form right there, we will be more likely to see it in the chat, especially if things start to get a little crazy, and it will be more likely to be talked about. Yeah, I'm okay with moving Pleakley down to balance, to be honest. I don't think he's been super strong in PvP lately. He's still extremely strong for Invasion, but I don't think he's really super top tier in just regular gameplay now. So for now, I'm gonna move Pleakley down. slide this up a little bit so I have more room. This is always the struggle with doing this, especially in the balanced damage tier, because it's getting filled up really fast. All right, so Pleakley, we're moving down to balance for right now. Oh, that's going to be way too complicated for team trials. I'm not that worried about team trials at all, to be honest. I think, personally, trials are, like, extremely easy. So I don't even think about trials ever. That's just me, though. I think that would just get way too busy on the tier list, to be honest. I don't think trials is really worthy of having their own little thing. That's just me, though. Oh yeah, they definitely pair well with Hades and Barbosa, for sure. And just study teams in general. That's been Pleakley's thing for since he came out, is pairing with Hades and Barbosa. I just kind of think study has fallen out of the meta just a little bit the last few months, so I don't think it's as crazy good as it was. Alright, so, anyways, as I was doing before, I was making a poll for where should Darkwing Duck go? Best of the best, really good, and I'll throw in balance just for shits and giggles. Alright. And then I will copy and put it in the chat for you guys. Alright, this is your chance to vote for where Darkwing Duck goes. Whatever wins. Whatever wins is where Darkwing Duck goes. Once and for all, and then I will make it visible and go into the correct thing so you guys can actually see it. C stands for good in Codebase. All right, everyone's saying really good so far. How many do we have in the chat? 19? Alright, so once we get to around 15 votes, I will stop the poll and we will record the results. Wait on a couple more people to show. Alright, it looks like really good is winning out for Darkwing Duck. So I think I'm just gonna call it. Ooh, someone threw balanced. Alright. I see. We'll see if we can get a couple more people. Yeah, it looks like Darkwing Duck is gonna remain really good. I agree personally. I don't think Darkwing Duck belongs way up top, to be honest. So, alright, we're going to call that. I'm going to turn that off so you guys can see the whole tier list again. So, Darkwing Duck remains where he is. And then, what else did we see here? Let me check the survey to see if anybody filled that out. Oh, we got 5 responses now. Oh, shit. Alright. No, actually, let's throw this back on. Here, I'll just use this also, and I'll make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. So, this is what we have. I don't know if I'm ever going to get verified. Alright, so we have Carl. Should move up. The fatigue ensures the enemy team can't block the silence with Hardy. Carl takes 75% less damage from silenced enemies, and he has huge max HP. Alright, so what do you guys think on Carl? We'll just go down the list here. I'm glad you guys are liking the vlog thing. I was just trying something different. I didn't really think you guys would actually enjoy it. I thought it would just be like a random thing like, what the heck you doing, Bendy? Alright, so we're going to talk about Carl right now. Carl's a tank, right? Yeah, he must be, because he's got the huge max HP. I agree with Carl being really good. I don't think he's really taken over the meta in quite the same way that, say, Russell has. Russell just popped into the game a few weeks ago, and he just soared straight to the top of the meta. I don't think that really happened all that much with Carl. I kind of think he just chills in, like, the really good. Yeah, I agree. The top tier is for the heroes that are either really, really broken or just extremely strong in a huge variety of situations. I don't know what you're talking about, Lumega. Alright, so we got Carl. I think the consensus is that Carl should stay in really good. I think Sadness should also stay in really good, personally. I don't know if I'd go that far. Oh yeah, Russell is insane. I definitely hope that Russell gets nerfed a little bit, or at least the Shatter ability, because it's more the Shatter ability that's absolutely insane. And it doesn't even really have anything to do with Russell, it's just the way that that ability is set up. It's like they just created this really ridiculous ability that even once somebody else gets it in the future, it's just still gonna run rampant, you know? Because you know they're gonna come out with somebody else that has Shatter and a couple of heroes whenever they come out with another hero. And it's still just gonna be absolutely insane. Yeah, I was literally just about to say that. I honestly kind of think Sadness could even move down to Balanced, maybe. I don't think she should go all the way up to the top. She is kind of frail, all things considered. Hey, what's up, Mickey? We're going through some responses. We actually got some responses. Look at us go, Mickey. We're killing it. Alright, so let's see. Now we got Draken. We're just going to keep on going down the list here. I don't really have a ton to talk about, so I'm totally fine with just going through the responses on the survey here. Alright, so we're going down. We're going to do, what do you guys think on Draken? Sorry, I'm covering the tier list. You guys can't really see what I've done. If you guys are just getting here, you guys can probably see that Dash, Darkwing Duck, and Nick Wild are red. This means that they are significantly worse if they don't have their red skill unlocked. So this is just a new thing that I'm adding onto the tier list from now on, where just to help indicate for newer players which heroes are just require their red skill in order to be super good, you know? Oh yeah, literally every single hero is getting energized. I don't really get it. I don't think it's that crazy of an ability, so I don't really care that much. But yeah, literally everybody's getting energized, and I don't really get it. It's kind of weird. But at least it's not like ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna make another poll. How about that? Create a poll. I always see Draken discussed a lot. And then let me copy and paste. There we go. We got a Draken poll up for you guys to vote on. What's up, Blossom? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Super happy that you guys are all showing up today. Right now we are doing a survey for Draken, for where he should go. Damn, you guys are really liking Draken. I was kind of expecting you guys to agree with me on the really good. Okay. See, my thing with Dr. Draken is I think he's not as good as Angel. I mean, I haven't used Draken much yet, but I kind of just think he's a slightly worse Angel, in my opinion. We'll wait for a few more votes to come in. We got like 20 people in here now, so I want to get to at least like 15 votes if we can. Yeah, I'm gonna start linking to the survey when I make my tier list posts, so that you guys can submit throughout the month if you guys think of anything. Because obviously, we're kind of on the spot right now. I am. I mean, hey, you guys are all voting for best of the best for Draken, so I always just compare Draken and Angel together just because they do kind of basically the same thing. They both have both silence and charm. So in that case, do we think that Angel should move down? Damn, we got 27 people in here. All right, let's go. Alright, I'll do Sadness next. We're gonna wait once we get to... Well... Alright, we lost the... Let me relink the thing. Sorry if you guys missed it. Alright, I got a few more links in the chat for you guys. I still think Sadness is really good. I do not think she's best of the best. Honestly, I might be okay with moving her down to balanced. Alright, we had 15. We're at 50-50 right now. I think we need a few more people. Oh shit, we're exactly 50-50 now. Oh man, this is intense. This is getting intense, guys. Alright, we can talk about Angel next. I'm okay with talking about Angel. I love Angel. She's one of my go-to heroes, like 99% of fights. So, I think Angel is really, really strong. Damn, dude. This is... Who's going to be the deciding vote on Draken? Alright, well, since we're 50-50, I'm going to move on. I feel like we've gone on for too long on this. Alright, let's do Angel next then. Actually, we'll do Sadness for RK, because we were talking about Sadness before. Here, I'll just type Sadness, just to save time. I feel like this is going to be way more split. Alright, let me drop this link to the new poll. Turn on the auto thing. Alright, so this is for Sadness poll. What's up, Deku? How you doing? Oh boy, I knew this was going to be split. I knew it. We are very split on Sadness. Oh, damn, we got 30 people in here. All right. What is up, everybody? We are currently doing a survey for, or a poll, I should say, for Sadness, where she should belong. I personally am okay keeping her in really good. That's just my opinion. Currently, she is in really good. But we are just going to throw in some votes. Ooh, we're 50-50 on really good or balanced. We got 3 votes for best of the best and 6 for really good and balanced. We got 27 people, or, well, I guess it's like 25 because I'm probably 2 people in this because I'm on the stream on both my iPad and on the computer. So there's probably like 25 people. I don't know, I can't see the likes refreshing. Alright, we got 18 votes. It looks like really good is going to stay. Yeah, I've been kind of disappointed. I worked on Sadness recently. I've been kind of disappointed with her. I don't think she's super duper crazy. Alright, so I think the consensus is that we're going to leave her in really good. Okay. What else do we have here? I see Sully brought up a lot, actually, so I want to talk about him. So Sully right now, where do we have him? Hold on, let me drop the thing so we can actually see the whole tier list, because I know you guys probably want to see this because I've been blocking it for the last like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Alright, so what do we think about Sully? Sully right now is way down here in the meh tier. I do see Sully brought up a lot in the comments and just in general in the chat and stuff. Right now, Sully is way down in the meta tier, in the meh tier, not the meta. I'm honestly okay with moving him up decent, possibly. What are you guys thinking on Sully? I know Sully's not like in the meta or anything like that. I know he's a very popular hero, especially early on. I haven't used Sully in like over a year also. I don't know, I think a lot of people think that we have Sully too low down in the tiers, and he's kind of just been chilling down here since my very first tier list, and I do see him discussed quite a bit. Should we do a poll? Yeah, Oogie is not that great, to be honest. Probably one of the forest tanks in the game. Alright, I think the majority of you guys are saying decent, so I'm just gonna not do a poll and I'm just gonna pop him up there. So, Sully, moving up to decent. Mr. Incredible is, like, okay. He's definitely very good in the low levels of play, I think, but as you progress into the late game, I don't think Mr. Incredible stays all that great. He's very frail and easy to take down. His ability to reduce armor is very cool, and I think it could work. It's just very tough to keep him alive. Yeah, I don't have much of an opinion on Sully. I do see him brought up quite a lot in the comments, though. Every single tier list, so I just wanted to bring him up just because I see him so much. Should I do a poll on Sully? I like Judy. I have Judy powered up myself. She is definitely very good with, like, a very specific team. But other than that, if her Inspire is not in play, I don't think Judy does very much at all. To be honest, she kind of just sits there and does nothing for the majority of the fight, so I don't think that Judy belongs in balance, to be honest. I don't think that she should go down either, though, because she can work extremely well with the right team, especially a very quick team. Like, I like to use her with Ticker a lot, and maybe like Duke and Mulan and heroes that get a lot of normal damage off really, really fast in the beginning of the fight. That's where Judy shines the most, but after like the first like 10 seconds of the fight, Judy becomes basically useless. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Anicio. I appreciate it. Korra is still actually pretty good and useful. Where is Korra right now? Oh, we have her in decent. I don't know if I even agree with that, to be honest. Korra is actually still pretty usable. I do know a lot of people that use her. I do not know why you were placed in a timeout. That was not me, RK. Alright, what are we talking about here? Alright, do we want to talk about Korra? I'm down to talk about Korra. I haven't worked on Korra a ton, ever. She's definitely an old hero. She's still very strong. She has a lot of fantastic crit. She's actually a sap counter. I realized that this morning when I was looking at red skills. Which is kind of cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, like I said, she has very high crit. So she'll work with scare teams and just other crit helpers. Man, I don't want to put another hero in the balanced tier, though. Alright, let's do a poll. I'm down to do a poll. do a Korra poll, guys. I'm doing 4 responses. How about that? Whoops. Okay, I guess I'm doing 3. Alright, let's go back. This is that. This is this. And then we do the copy and paste. And then let me turn on the thing so you guys can see it. All right, what are we thinking on Korra? Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn on the auto refresh. There we go. All right, peace out, RK. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. All right, looks like most people are saying decent for Korra. I'm okay with that. Whoa, we got a vote for really good. Alright, looks like we got 12 votes. Let's see if we can get to at least like 15. Alright, later, RK. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. I feel like the music is really quiet, or maybe it's just my headphones. Is the music really quiet? Can you like hear it at all? I'll move it up. I'll turn it up just a little bit. Alright, looks like we're pretty torn. But looks like we're just gonna stick with decent for Korra. So that's what we are going to do, is stick with decent. Sorry, Korra lovers. Yeah, you got some catching up to do there. What is that? The Den's Cog? Is that what your name is? I don't know how I should say your name. Whoa, I almost knocked over my water. Alright, what do we want to talk about next? Oh, I forgot. I wanted to move Pooh down, I think. Do you guys agree with that? I don't think Pooh belongs in really good anymore. I think he should just move down to balanced. Yeah, blue is not super great. Alright, so it looks like we got some tanks to talk about. I love Pooh too, don't worry, Mickey. I just don't think he really stacks up anymore. He's very frail. He's pretty difficult to keep alive. He does a ton of damage, but he requires you to really keep him alive and a lot of protection in order to do all of that damage that he does. Move Jim down. Nah, I don't know about that. I don't have much of an opinion on Baloo, to be honest. I've never worked on him. I don't see too many people work on him. So I have very little opinion on Baloo myself. I think Jin is definitely very good still. Alright, I'm just gonna do it, whether you guys like it or not. Winnie the Pooh. Moving down. Let me just make it a little smaller so that everybody can see it. There we go. Alright, what else are we talking about here? Let's see what else we had on the responses here. Oh, let me put this in chat again in case anybody else has anything that wants to be added. We have a new survey. Yeah, it's kind of tough when you're new, especially because all of these tier lists are based on if you have your red skill and all that stuff. So it can be tough to judge when you're a newer player. That's kind of why I'm beginning to add all these red heroes on the tier list, to just kind of help you newer players out with seeing who is significantly worse if they don't have their red skill, which is what red heroes mean right there. But I'm gonna copy and paste. So this is the survey if you would like to fill it out. If you have an opinion that you would like shared on the stream, we can definitely discuss it. Just fill out that little survey and I will probably read every single response on the stream. So if you have something that you would like changed, it can be anything. It can even just be a little letter, adding a letter onto the tier list. Alright, let's talk about Angel. I think Angel's a good one to talk about. I still love Angel. Let's do a poll for Angel. How about that? Copy and paste that. View the results. We go into the chat. Alright, so this is the survey for Angel. If you would like to vote, do so there. And let me turn it on so we can all see the results. Go in and click on that link and vote on where you think Angel should go. I personally do think that Angel should stay up there. In my opinion, I love Angel. She is one of my go-to heroes for literally everything. She just, she's more of a supportive control. She doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but the charm and the silence that she gives really just helps out almost any team that she's with. So that's really the reason that Angel is so good. She's almost more supportive than she is controlling. But any team that she's paired with just gets a huge boost from her just because she just shuts down the enemy team so hard, you know? Because you guys said so. I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion on Esmeralda yet. I think she is very good though. Oh, sorry. I need to turn on the auto refresh thing again. Why do I have to do this every single time? It's very annoying. Alright, so looks like we got 14 votes. Alright, so we got 10 votes for best of the best. Let's see if we can get somebody else to vote here. Been going for like an hour. Is there anybody else you guys want to talk about? Alright, looks like we are voting to keep Angel where she is. Unless we get a couple more votes here. Looks like we lost a lot of people, so I think this might be all that we get here. I also vote for best of the best, so it looks like we have 11 for best of the best, so I believe that means that Angel is going to stay. So there we go. Angel is definitely extremely strong, especially at the top levels of play. She really supports the team a ton. Kevin Flynn has been making a comeback, so has Mad Hatter, actually. I think it might just be because of this specific month of Arena Coliseum with the rules and stuff, because it just helps against the freeze and stuff that was going on this month. But yeah, Kevin Flynn is definitely making a bit of a comeback. Yeah, I would definitely recommend working on Russell and Kevin. Cog or Skog, I don't know. I can't figure out what your name is. Because Russell is brand new, so that means he's probably going to be sticking around for a little while before he starts to go down. Because the way this game works is generally brand new heroes are always extremely strong, and then they kind of just gradually get worse and worse and worse as the meta continues to move. So that's why all the old heroes are extremely bad. Like, every single hero that is on the bottom here is all just original heroes that are really old. It's just the way that the game is designed, unfortunately. New heroes are just always going to be almost always really good, generally, and then they just kind of gradually just go down as time goes on. That is a good discussion to have. I think Magicka has definitely fallen out of the meta quite a bit. She is definitely still pretty good. What are we thinking on Magicka? Let's talk about... Yeah, Dash is the big exception, and Darkwing Duck to that. I'll be honest, I don't think Tron is ever going to move out of Best of the Best. His ability to remove all buffs from the enemy team is absolutely insane. I do not think that Tron is ever going to go out of Best of the Best just because of that white skill that he has. I still kind of think Disgust is on her way out, but last month you guys voted to keep her in Best of the Best, so it is what it is. Alright, so anyways, let's talk about Magicka a little bit. What are we thinking on Magicka? I am personally okay with possibly moving Magicka down to balanced. I think she had her time in the spotlight and is kind of on her way out, so what do you guys think? I'm okay with either. I still really like Magicka. She's one of my top heroes. So I'm okay wherever you guys think that Magicka should go. Yeah, Disgust is just not on the same level as Angel, in my opinion. Alright, so we got, it looks like, I think 2 votes for moving Magicka down, and then somebody else. What we got? Alright. I think this might be worthy of a poll. Let's do it up. I like doing these polls. They make things a lot more smooth, I think. Alright, really good. Balanced. Copy. View the results, turn on the auto refresh this time so I actually do it. Alright, we have Magica poll incoming right now. Go ahead and vote on where you think Magica should go. Ooh, alright, we got... Ooh, you guys are coming in hot with the balanced. Okay. Well, top 5 control, but I see what you're saying. So, we got some... Oh, sorry, you guys can't see. I forgot to turn it on. There you go. You guys are coming in hot with the balanced on Magica. I'm okay with that. Magica is still very good. She's still kind of one of my favorites. I haven't been using her as much lately, though, so I can kind of agree. Alright, so it's pretty unanimous that Magica should move down. Oh shit. No. I'll clean everything up later. Alright, so then we need this. We got Magica right there. Magica down to balanced. I'm okay with that. That sounds pretty good. Didn't somebody say that they were considering adding Marvel heroes at some point? Like they're on the road to being able to work out the kinks on that or something. Alright, let me drop the poll so you guys can see it. Let's check the survey thingy. See if we got any other responses. We got 2 more responses. Ham just dies. I don't know. I feel like every time I face Ham, I struggle. Rapunzel wasn't really good until last month. I think she's just kind of on the cusp of balanced and really good. I think she's just like towing the line, you know? But I love Rapunzel. She's one of my top heroes. I completely understand. Sorry, I should probably put this up on screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Fairy Godmother should go down to really good. I kind of agree. I don't think she's super duper crazy, personally. I mean, we gotta complete the whole princess thing, so we definitely need, the princess and the frog girl. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. But, yeah. Yeah, tanks, I think, overall are the weakest heroes in general. Alright. Let's talk about Fairy Godmother a little bit. Oh yeah, Tiana, that's right. Alright, let's talk about Fairy Godmother a little bit. This was definitely a bit of a hotly discussed thing on last month's tier list stream as well. I personally think Fairy Godmother should be in really good. That's just my opinion. A lot of you guys think best of the best for her. Fairy Godmother. I just think maybe Fairy Godmother is just like on the line, just like Rapunzel is between really good and balanced, where Fairy Godmother is just like, just barely on the top of really good, and then just like barely not quite best of the best, I think. Let's do it up. Hold on, I'm just copying the link here. Sorry. Alright, Fairy Godmother poll, go. Kristoff isn't really good. Oh, sorry, you guys probably can't really see the poll. I keep doing that. Trying to balance out. Yeah, I don't have too much of an opinion on Fairy Godmother. I've definitely faced some really tough Fairy Godmothers before. Definitely been wrecked by her. I just don't think she's quite on the same level as these 5. Alright, looks like we're getting a lot more really goods on Fairy Godmother. But only 5 votes. Let's get a few more votes in here. No? Nobody else is gonna vote on Fairy Godmother? I guess you guys don't really care, huh? I guess you guys don't really care either way. It's very split. I think if it stays split for a couple more votes here, I want to get to at least like 10 to 15 votes or something like that, just so we have a decent opinion of the masses. I know it's not a whole lot, but I think if it stays tied for at least a couple more votes, I'm gonna move her down to really good. I am very hard leaning towards really good on Fairy Godmother personally. Alright, I guess no one wants to vote. I don't know, she's not as scary to me as, say, the rest of the best support heroes are, you know? Like, Russell is extremely scary, Jim is pretty scary, Tron is quite scary, Kermit is also quite scary. Probably the scariest of the supports. I think Fear is also kind of on his way out a little bit, but Fear is also still quite good. I know, where the votes at? Usually, you guys have been going pretty hard with the votes the last all these polls, I should say. Alright, well, I'm gonna make the executive decision, and we're putting Fairy Godmother back down. She had her time for 1 month. being in best of the best. I don't know if she really belongs. Do that. We'll back it up. I'll clean everything up after. Really? I think Kermit is probably one of the scariest in the game. Super, well, maybe not scary, but way more annoying than anything. I think the scariest in the entire game for me right now is Mr. Big. I poop in my pants every time I have to face a Mr. Big, I think. So friggin' annoying. Wasabi kind of scares me, but I just throw in a disable, and usually I can take down Wasabi because Wasabi is just so frail. The thing with the damage heroes, like you guys were saying that Ham goes down really easily, I don't even think that all of the damage heroes are all that great. Like, I would be 100% okay if we literally had Wasabi, Ham, and Dash in really good, to be honest, and just having nothing, no damage heroes in best of the best, because, I don't know, they just don't seem all that great to me. Alright, later, Jay. But obviously, I'm gonna keep these three up here. Ham is definitely very, very scary. I think the problem with Ham is not many people are using him yet for some reason still, even though he's extremely strong. But anytime I face a Ham, I just get completely destroyed by that laser. Yeah, for sure, Zubin. Definitely. So... Oh, sorry. Let me get rid of the poll. I keep forgetting to do that. Sorry. So I feel like we are in a pretty decent point right now. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Other than that, I think we might be just about done here. Is there any other red skill? Any other heroes that should be red? I'm doing pretty good, man. I think we're kind of wrapping up here. It doesn't seem like there's too much other discussing going on here. But I'm just gonna open up the floor one more time for you guys. If you have anything else that you want to bring up, it can be adding a marker to any hero. It could be turning a hero red, which if you missed the beginning of the stream, a red hero means that they are significantly worse if they do not have their red skill unlocked. So for you newer players, that is a indicator for you guys of heroes that are just not as good without their red skill. What about Slinky? Slinky's definitely best of the best, for sure. Gerald... We can talk about Gerald. I'm fine with that. Oh, Slinky for red skill? What does Slinky's red skill do? Sorry, I just opened up the game, so... Where's Slinky? There you are. Alright, what does Slinky's red skill do? Oh, yeah, I can see Slinky getting a red skill thing. I can agree with that. Okay, so... Hey, what's up, Gene? Thank you for joining. Looks like we lost quite a few people, huh? Alright, so... We're gonna talk about Gerald a little bit, it looks like. What do we want to talk about Baymax for? Just wondering. And then I think Colette. Where do we have Colette right now? Oh, we have Colette in balanced. Do we think that Colette should move down? Is that what we're saying? I think Colette's pretty good. I forget what you said. I know it was a response. Colette is decent. Okay. Yeah, Fozzie is balanced. I don't have too much of an opinion on Fozzie. I just don't think he's, like, super crazy good, in my opinion. And I think a lot of you guys kind of agree. Alright, so Gerald. Let's do a poll for Gerald. Why not? Gerald. Really good. Balanced. Decent. We'll do all three. Why not? Oh, okay. Somebody said decent. Was it you that put the... Oh, I haven't even really thought about the separate friend discs. I'm kind of just going on the heroes specifically, you know? Alright, so this is the Gerald voting that we are popping in right now. Alright, so we got Gerald here. What are we thinking? Let me pop it on screen so you guys can see the results. Should pop up on the screen in a second here. I think Wasabi is kind of frail. I think that's Wasabi's big downside. He can be pretty easy to take down. He's just extremely strong if he's paired with Megara or anybody else that can keep him safe. Alright, so far we have a 50-50 split. I mean, we only got 13 people in here though, so... Alright, 2 for balanced. See if we can get at least a few more votes in. I feel like we are kind of wrapping up here on the stream. I'll be honest, I don't think Colette should really go into... I don't really think that Colette should go into really good. I think she is kind of fine and balanced. Just keep in mind that balanced are still very strong heroes. They just aren't quite at the top level of play alongside the other top 2 tiers. I think balanced is the last of like the actual good heroes in the game. That's kind of the way that my tier list is set up. And then once you get down to decent, decent are still usable heroes. They're just not the strongest, or there's just better options at the top. Meh is relatively bad, but still has some uses, and then really bad is obviously just really bad. Yeah, there's so many heroes in the game now, it's pretty tough. Alright, so everyone seems to be voting for Gerald, so I am very sorry for the one person that wanted Gerald to move up. But it appears as though we are keeping Gerald right where he is. But yeah, it's definitely tough to make teams in this game. There's so many heroes, and the meta just constantly changes. It seems like the meta is just like completely different, like every 2 months. So I think the consensus is that Gerald is staying in balance. So sorry, my guy. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Someone said Baymax earlier. What do we want to talk about with Baymax? Or does Baymax just get a red skill? Because I feel like Baymax could definitely get a red skill. Aladdin refresh would be pretty cool. I'm down for that. Alright, so I think we are just about ready to wrap up here. Unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about. I think Colette should kind of stay in balance personally. I don't think she's on par with the other really good heroes, the really good control heroes. Somebody brought up Shan Yu before. I can kind of agree with moving Shan Yu down to balance, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to bring up? I know. Okay, yeah, so Baymax getting a red. I can agree with that. He's good in freeze teams too. Baymax. Oh, Colette. Does anybody know anything about Colette? Are both of her discs really good? I don't have much of an opinion on Colette. Actually, let me see what her skills do. What her discs do, I should say. Where you at, Colette? She's somewhere down here in the bottom for me. I've not worked on Colette at all. Onion blind area is larger, is the SA disc. And then the ME disc is Colette instead targets the most wanted enemy with Carrot Chop. The most wanted is the enemy that's dealing the most damage. The stun lasts 2 seconds longer. Those both sound pretty good. Should we put it both on Colette, you think? Yeah, Baymax is very good with study teams and freeze teams. Other than that, he's pretty tough to keep alive. If you saw the video, the freeze video I uploaded last week, that team had Baymax on it, and it was pretty damn annoying. I think the freeze that he gives right in the beginning of the fight is pretty underrated, even though it only lasts a couple seconds. I'm gonna throw a both on Colette for you. We got anything else? Anything else you guys want to talk about? I'll give you guys until 2:30, and then we're gonna wrap this up. So to review, we put Russell and Kevin up at the very top because Russell and Kevin are absurdly good. We moved Fairy Godmother down to really good. We put Esmeralda in really good. We moved Pleakley down to balanced. I feel like that might be a hotly contested thing later on. Oh yeah. Colette is definitely pretty underrated, I think. Part of me wants to move Nick up to balanced, but I know he's really only good if he has his red skill, so I don't know. But I love Nick. He's one of my favorites. He's my number 2 hero in my game, so. Li Shang. What do we want to talk about with Li Shang? Down to balanced? Is that what we are thinking for Li Shang? That could be a good idea. Like a top 10 heroes that should get a refresh. I'm down for making something like that. Alright, Posh, what are you thinking for Li Shang here? Down for Li Shang. Alright, we can throw a quick little poll up. Yeah, Li Shang is definitely kind of out of the meta now. He's pretty easily countered by, say, Dash and Rapunzel and anybody else that does shield breaking, like Shan Yu. That's usually what I go in, and Li Shang just gets destroyed. So, I can agree with that. Oh, we got some contesting over here. Some Li Shang contesting. Alright. Let's settle it then. Li Shang. Alright, we're gonna settle it once and for all then, buddies. Auto refresh is on. Oh no, my water's gone. I do got a few things I gotta do this afternoon. Balanced it is, it looks like. Four to 3 right now. If we can get a couple more votes in, that would be pretty lit. What are we thinking on Li Shang? If you have any opinion on him at all. We're very close. For sure, that sounds pretty good, Cog. I like that team. That looks pretty annoying to face. Anybody else gonna vote into this here poll on Li Shang? I want to see if we can get at least a few more in, because we are pretty torn right now on where Li Shang should go. I think Li Shang is also just one of those heroes that's really just on the line between really good and balanced. I think Basil is imbalanced right now. Yeah. Oh no, he's indecent. Basil definitely has some use, but super not crazy amazing, you know? He definitely can do a lot of damage, and he's great for code base. But I don't know. Basil's just not that crazy. Alright, looks like no one else is gonna vote, so. I think I'll move Li Shang down. I think he's worthy of moving down, to be honest. I'm okay with that. Basil against study teams? I mean, Basil is good with study teams. But yeah, Basil is... Where is Basil? Oh, there you are. Basil's right here. I was thinking Basil was the damage hero. Alright, so we moved Li Shang down to balanced. Let me just do this so that it looks nicer. Alright, unless you guys have anything else you want to bring up, I think I'm going to wrap it up right about here. This is your last chance if you have anything else that you want to bring up. Otherwise, I am going to wrap it up right here. So, thank you guys for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. This is probably one of my bigger tier list streams so far, so I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I think we have a pretty solid tier list going on right now. I think mostly everybody is in a pretty good spot for the most part. Pleakley might be the one controversial pick that we have here, to be honest. I think a lot of people are going to be like, oh, what the hell? Pleakley going down from really good. Where's Jumba at? Jumba is in really good. Yeah. I can agree with that. I don't think Jumba is super crazy. I can get down with that. I think Jumbo was really good for a little while. He's kind of fallen off. I agree. Alright, yeah, Jumba is in balance now. I'm down for that. So that was the last minute change that we just made. I'm not even going to do a poll on that. I can definitely kind of agree with Jumbo going down to balanced. Balanced is getting so full. I don't appreciate it. I had to make the little square for balanced bigger for the whole entire row just because there's so many damn heroes in the balanced tier. But yeah, so I think that's going to be it for this. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me. Probably by tonight or maybe tomorrow, I will have the full tier list up for June. It's going to go up on everything. It's going to go up on the Reddit, as always, the Facebook group, on the forums, and probably on Twitter as well. So anywhere that you can find my name on social media, it will be there for you to see. Thank you guys for all your help with these tier lists. I definitely appreciate it. And I love these tier lists are always going to be a team effort by the entire Disney Heroes community. So I definitely appreciate all you guys helping me out with this. I could not have done this without you guys. So that's gonna be it.